Hey everybody, it's Dave. Happy Friday. Yes, I'm redoing a video that I did yesterday because I made this whole video, posted it, and didn't realize until 17 hours later that the volume is very, very low. And somebody mentioned to me, sent me a comment saying, hey, is this on my end or your end? I can barely hear you. The volume's low. And of course, I come over and check my microphone, Mr. Microphone, and my grandson played with it like he always does when he comes in, and he turned the volume down. Sometimes he plays with the echo. So I figured I'd redo the video, you know, and I wanted to do it about the cochlear implant, okay, because it's been about 7 months, and really it's unbelievable, you know. Um, from not hearing for 10 years to when they did the surgery, then activated it, and sure, I can hear sound, but I can't make out words, and it's all but it keeps getting better and better. Then I go for mapping where they another mapping where they only have four channels on, or four electrodes on, and okay, I can start to make out words, but the word recognition is so low on the hearing test. It's like 0% word recognition, 0% sentence recognition. It was, it was kind of frustrating at that point. But I could make sound. I could hear sounds, and really that's kind of what I wanted because my 5-year-old grandson, who I just talked about, lives here. He's got autism, and he's very hyperactive. So you never know where he is, and if I can't hear him, I'll definitely not know. So to hear on the left side just sound, I can pinpoint, okay, Sam's over there. Sam's up there. Sam's, what's he doing out there? So that was the main thing for getting it. So then I had another mapping in January, and the percentages went up to 28% word recognition, 20% sentence recognition. And I could tell because, sure, I can't make out every single word back then, but could make out words and sentences. It was hard, but I could do it. And now I'm 2 months from that. I got another mapping. Actually, it's in May. We were supposed to do it in April, but with the surgery I'm having here for the whole of my ear and our anniversary, I didn't want to, our wedding anniversary, my wife's birthday, I didn't want to have all this stuff. So we're doing a mapping in May, and but it's so much better because the one in January, they turned on all the electrodes, all 16 electrodes, which is like 121 channels, and I can make out words, I can hear sentences, I can do all these things now. It's so much better, and it's so nice, to be able to understand, have a conversation with my wife and not sit there and go, what? Have a conversation with my kids and not have to go, what? Hearing my grandson's voice, my granddaughter's voice, and not go, what? So it's every day it's getting better and better. And that's what I like about it. And, here's another thing. Yesterday I went fishing. Okay, it was 65 degrees here yesterday. It's 30 now. But it was 65. I'm like, oh, let me go fish for a little bit. Let me just get out of the house. And yeah, I didn't fish long because I still have that tendon issue that I'm going to see a doctor on Monday about in my lower leg. But I could hear everything, I mean, it was just like I could hear birds, I could hear animals, I could hear. It was just like, whoa. It was so clear. I mean, it was just so unbelievable. Like I haven't heard any of this stuff in like 10 years, let's say. So, yeah, it just keeps getting better and better and better. But here's the thing with the cochlear implant is that people don't understand. Because I've had people ask me about it. Oh, should I get a cochlear implant? I have hearing loss in that ear. Technically, no. I mean, I'm sure doctors do it, but no, you really shouldn't. Because once they put that in, that's it. Your cochlear is not going to pick up sound from your ear anymore. It's going to pick it up from here. And when you take this off, you are not going to hear anything on that side. You're totally deaf, just like I am right now. I can't hear that. So, yeah, no, you gotta have at least 5% or less hearing before a doctor will actually attempt to do it. And a lot of insurance companies won't pay for it unless you're in that realm. And if you've got like you're deaf on this side, or less than 5% hearing on this side, you have like 90% hearing on this side, they're still not going to do it. They're going to tell you to get crossover hearing aids because you can still hear. So you have to meet requirements. So to go in and push it because of, well, you have a little hearing loss and tinnitus, instead of trying a hearing aid first, you just want the cochlear implant. No, it's just going to take everything out. It's going to take your hearing totally out, and they probably won't do it. They'll probably tell you to use hearing aids instead. But I could be wrong. But yeah, in the cochlear implant does absolutely nothing for vertigo. It doesn't cause vertigo, and it doesn't help vertigo. Okay? Because that's a question I get all the time. Has it helped your vertigo? No. It's not meant for that. You know? It's only there for hearing. And there is no vestibular implant yet. So cochlear hearing implant, it's all it does. It's hearing. The words, hearing. Okay? It doesn't affect vertigo. It doesn't. Can it help with the tinnitus? Yeah, my tinnitus is a lot less now in my left ear than before. And I had a labyrinthectomy done, 2019, and I still had raging tinnitus in that ear. And now it's not too bad. It's bearable. So yeah, it can affect the tinnitus. It can make it better, but you don't want to do that just to make it better. Okay, because if you can hear, and you don't want to do it just to make tinnitus better. You can use hearing aids to mask that. And that's about it on that subject. So, on that point, hey, have a great rest of the day, and I hope you're doing well. But that's so far 7 months out, and I'm pretty happy about it. So, it was a good decision for me. But that's one thing, real quick. Because a lot of people give advice, and today, I mean, people are trying almost anything to help with Meniere's and all this crap. I mean, it's just, chlorine dioxide. I don't agree with it. That's just me. I don't. To me, it's poison, but everybody does what they want, and that's like really bad advice to tell somebody. And that's the thing I want to talk about, is because we're so desperate, we're willing to find anything. Okay? These are things you need to talk to your doctor about before you do. Somebody suggests something off the wall like, chlorine dioxide or psilocybin or anything else like that could be potentially dangerous. Talk to your doctor before you try it. You need to be safe. And on that note, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.